you beautiful, awesome people, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution! In the previous episode, which I'm going to admit feels like an eternity since the last time I recorded, we went through and we did a couple of more campaigns, not in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! I always do that now. We finished off Season 2, but we didn't do the reverse duel of this particular duel since I was having a lot of recording issues, there was sound errors, and a whole bunch of other shenanigans that was happening behind the scenes. So I've got to do that in this episode, and after we do that, we'll go on and do the duel of a duel, please. I mean, as much as of a punny type of title that is, it's terrible for dyslexic. But yeah, we did the Hand of Justice, and we also went through and did a couple of Duelist challenges using a couple of custom decks. So yeah, we may as well start off, not with that one. I want to do the reverse duel first. So this one was actually a really interesting deck. This is Blair versus Chaz. And the deck that Blair uses is like a life point gain as well as life point burn type of deck. So I'm going to go second because I think that's going to suit Blair's playstyle. And Chaz uses like a Ojama deck, and I think it was just pure Ojamas. I can't remember if it had anything else. So obviously there's going to be like Ojama Country that's going to come up in our midst, but we can get rid of that with Mystical Space Typhoon, which is quite handy, though I will get spammed by like so many prompts, it's not funny. We also have Messenger of Peace, which is kind of the thing that stopped me in the previous episode, so we can play that to stop things like Ojama King and Ojama Knight from attacking. I might start off with playing Cure Mermaid in attack position. And then go battle phase. Let's find out what that defense position is. I didn't mean to hit yes on that. Alright, Ojama Green. That's good because that's kind of one of these staples needed for like the Ojama fusions. So if he plays Ojama Country now, that kind of counters me at this point because they'll have 800. Yeah, okay, like that, 800. Although, you can do that, and then he'll summon an Ojama Black. Yeah, unfortunately that happened. I was like, oh, why am I holding on B? I could have had a chance to, like, use MST at that point. Whoops. I got 2 MSTs. Nice. Alright, we'll get rid of that. And no, I don't want to chain the second MST off it. Alright, that puts them down to 0 attack. And yeah, we may as well play this into attack, into attack position. And then go into battle phase, and let's deal 1200 life point damage to Chaz. So that puts us at even now. Alright, let's see how Chaz responds to this. I should get... Is it just my standby phase? Oh yeah, during my standby phases, that makes sense. I was gonna say, and then Ojama Black will go into defense position at that point. So now he needs either like terraforming or just draws an Ojama Country to be able to turn this around. As long as the card remains face up or attack position on your field, increase your life points by, is that 1,000? Yeah, it is. Wow, that's a lot of life points. Though it makes sense. So Ojama Country needs to be in effect for that to really take effect and make it like useful, because otherwise it's got a 0 attack. Okay, so when this card is sent to your graveyard, add it to your deck and shuffle it. Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna summon out another White Magician, and then I'm going to battle phase and just see if I can remove both of those cards off the field, because he needs these to do fusions. So as I said, Ojama King requires Ojama Yellow, Black, and Green in order to fuse that. I think Ojama Knight needed like 2 particular Ojamas as well. And he does have Fusion Gate in his deck as well, so we can get around that, though he will need to banish the cards to do fusions. But as long as they're not anywhere in his hand on the field, we can get around him. So 800... And plus, I'm going to end up with a ton of life points too, so that's good too. I mean, I could even just summon us into attack and then try and force him to attack. That's if he can attack, because like all Ojamas have 0 attack, so if he does summon Ojama Country, then I guess, and then it goes back to my deck and I shuffle my deck as well. And plus it's an extra 100 life point damage too. I mean, it's very small, but it'll add up after time. I mean, every time I get through his cards at the moment, that is 1300 life point damage. That's if he can summon anything, because he's only got 1 card in his hand. Right, another back row. I can't remember if there was Mirror Force. Oh, we have Stray Lambs. And then another 400. It's not well, I'm just gonna go straight for an attack. I'm just gonna nudge. Alright, I was gonna say if it's Mirror Force, I'm screwed either way. So 1200 there, and then another 1200. Alright, so it looks like I just... Well, I know I played badly the last time I used Chaz's deck, but this looks like as well, if it gets heavily countered the whole core, then this whole deck just falls apart. Pot of Greed there, draw 2 cards, then 1 defense monster. I retaliate. Oh, finally I got it. This is the one that does life point burn if I gain life point damage. So that's game at this point. I'm either going to knock him out through the means of attacking his life points, or it's just going to get burn damage. I kind of really want to make this deck. Alright, so he's going to draw 2 Ojama cards with the effect of Ojama... Is that Ojama Blue? Yeah, Ojama Blue. And then go for another direct attack. Hold down B. Holding down B saves a life. Right, direct attack, and even if Ojama Country was to come out next turn, it actually powers up that particular card, but he ain't gonna have a next turn, I don't think. Although he will have a next turn, because I don't get any life points in between this. So no life points here, so he's lucky. But next turn he is basically GG. He would need to remove both of my life point recovery cards. Yeah, that's it. That's game. Boom. There's life point recovery, and boom. Wait, how come I drew 1600? That was interesting. I swear I was only meant to get 400, not 1600. Or did I read that wrong? Anyways, we've got Ojama Magic, and I didn't get... Oh, because I already got all these Ojama cards. I think I was grinding them off screen. Anyways, we'll now move on to Season 3. So this is the beginning of Season 3. We've just beaten Sartorius. All is well in the world for now. And now over at the Academy, we now have transfer students coming to the school. So there's like one from each part of the world. We have North Academy, then there's South Academy, which is Australia, and then East Academy and West Academy. Was it 4? No, that's not right. Doesn't sound right at all. You've got Jesse here, and then you've got what's his face? Jim Crocodile, who's basically like a mixture of James Cook and Steve Irwin mixed into one, which is the whole backstory to him anyways in regards to his name origin. And then you got what's his face. Okay, no, it's only 3 academies that came, unless I'm... No, there's another one. There is a 4th. There's the other what's his face that you only see here and there, and he's only really there to do something else. And then you forget about him until he summons out his Cloudians. Yeah, okay, there was 4. Alright, no, we're good. I just had a brain fart. Yeah, that was actually quite a smelly brain fart too. Anyways, let's move on. Jaden began his 3rd year at Duel Academy, and Chancellor Shepard brought in the top duelists from other Duel Academies located around the world. Chancellor Shepard called the entire student body together to introduce the new transfer students. With each new year comes modification and improvement. Here at Duel Academy, we strive for perfection. So to keep each one of you at the top of your game, we invited a few new students to join you. In fact, they represent the top students from each of our 4 Duel Academy worldwide branches. Visiting us all the way from East Academy, Adrian Gecko. And hailing from the West Academy, please welcome Axel Brodie. Hi, mates. Next, joining us from the branch in the south, it's Jim Crocodile Cook. Yeah, as I said, you've got James Cook, and I think, yeah, it was mostly James Cook. That's where his name came from, and Crocodile was just inspiration from Steve Irwin, which is why he's carrying around the crocodile by the name of, is it Karen in Japanese, or was it the English dub that was named Karen? I can't quite remember. And last leading the pack at North Academy is Jesse Anderson. I also like to meet our visiting professor from West Academy. Say hello to Professor, oh my lordy lord, I'm not going to pronounce that one, Thelonious Viper. It is an honor. For those of you who have heard my methods are strict, you're right. However, I've always felt there is a method to my madness. I believe actions speak louder than words, so why don't we skip over the pleasantries and get down to business? Even though he's like the crook and the big villain of season 3, that should be pretty obvious too that he's the villain, considering he's like, I'm strict, and it's also a bit of a, why would they introduce a new professor? I mean, they did introduce, I guess, Napoleon in season 2, but he's more of a comical character rather than like an actual villain. And how could you ever treat Professor Napoleon as like a villain? Have you seen his face? He's hilarious. As I said, him and Crowler are my two favorites when put together. And anyways, back to my point, even though he's the crook, his archetype that he uses is one that I think I've tried to use in the past, but due to poor skill, I couldn't get it to work. And I think at the very time too, I think it was a couple of cards that I was missing or just were in the game to really help them. And that's the reptile deck. I think Aliens kind of used it. But yeah, we'll get more into the actual like reptile deck when we get to his particular duel. Why don't we kick off the year by holding an exposition match right here. Jesse Anderson and his opponent will be Duel Academy's top student, Jaden Yuki. Jesse, you're a nice guy, but I'm not going to go easy on you. That's not how I roll. Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less from Jaden Yuki. So as they say, let the best duelist win. Ready? You bet. Game on. Also before this too, they actually met prior to this, and they're like chilling on top of the roof of Duel Academy having a snooze, and they're like talking, and their personalities just mesh so well because they're just so alike. Alright, so I'm going to go second. So we've got the Neospatians versus the Crystal Beast. And the Crystal Beast themselves are a really interesting archetype, though in this particular duel we're not going to have Rainbow Dragon. So, considering that this whole deck revolves around the Spill and Trap Zone, Flame Scarab is actually going to be very handy. Alright, so we also got Neospace too, so I'm probably just going to put that in now. So, hold on, I've got to read this off my own TV. Elemental Hero Neos and all fusion monsters that specifically list Elemental Hero Neos as a fusion material gain 500 attack. Fusion monsters that specifically list Elemental Hero Neos as a fusion material do not have to activate their effects during the end phase and shuffle them into the extra deck. Elemental Heroes and all fusion monsters that... Oh! Ew! Okay, that was worse than I thought. You can tribute this card while Neospace is on the field. Oh, from your hand or deck, so... That's not a bad card. Let's put that down. I've got Neospace down as well, so that's not too bad. Then activates effect. Tribute that. Oh, it's only got 1,000 attack. L. But it's got an effect. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster... Oh. Trigger summoning. Special summon a monster to the field. I'll special summon Air Hummingbird then. And then that way I can get Air Hummingbird's effect. Okay, he's... Oh, that's bad. Alright, that put a card in his back row. I will activate this. That gives me 1,000 life points. Once per turn, he can target... This card's name becomes that monster's original name. Also, I don't think it does, like... I don't think I get any attack out of that. I mean, I could use it just to see. I think that was like an anime exclusive effect where it like morphed into it or something like that. I can't recall. Anyways, let's go figure out what that defense monster... Oh, okay, it had to be Emerald Tortoise. I was a little bit worried about that. I was like, oh, don't be Emerald Tortoise. I think for now, though, that'll do it. End phase. Alright, so I think I'm going to be doing a lot of Neospatians. Oh, boy. Alright, so I'm obviously going to have my butt whooped. 1, 2, and another one. Now, Flame Scarab's only going to get 400 out of this. That puts him back in defense. I was kind of hoping to put down another trap or spell card. Hey, I got Dark Hole! Hells to the yes! Alright, so they should count as spell or trap cards. So when I put this on the field, yes! Right, put that down. And now go straight for the direct attack. And there was nothing you could do about that, so there is one downside to Crystal Beast. It means your back row becomes heavily used up if you swarm the field. Especially if Dark Hole and cards like that activate. Nope. Alright, something in the front row. And at this point too, with no Rainbow Dragon, he can't really utilize them all that well. That summons Grand Mole. Do I have anything that goes off Flame Scarab and Flame Mole? Glowmoss and Neos. Ugh. I need Neos. All these other cards don't help. Grand Mole has a small amount of attack. I was kind of hoping I'd get something for like attacking. Alright, get rid of Ruby. Okay, he didn't activate it to go in the back row. That must be an optional effect. I just assumed it always kicked off because that's how I did in the anime. Right, rare value. Ah, spoot. I still have quite a lot of attack there, I guess. No. Oh. Well, we can't take... I get powered up. Yes! Alright, I can take out Amber Mammoth now, unless that's some type of counter trap. That's Glowmoss. I mean, I could do Glowmoss, because it is milling my deck somewhat. And Glowmoss gets all these extra effects, too. Oops, no. Right, activate that. Tribute, and then I can special summon Neospatian Glowmoss. If this card attacks or is attack, your opponent draws one card and shows it. If this card is attacking, you change to a direct attack instead, so I could go for that. No. Alright, let's see what I get. Ah. No. Does that raise the attack of them? Yeah, I'll draw a card. Ah, damn it, I got an attack. But it ends the phase instead. That was unfortunate. Oh, yes please. No. Alright, Elements of Hero Neos. No. I keep forgetting the hold down. So I can... Hold on, how do I did I have to be on the field? Well, that's annoying if that's the case. End phase. And then when that happens too, I can then use Call the Haunted and bring back Flame Scarab. We'll see how this all... Okay, battle phase. Nope. Trap. Yeah. Oh, cool. So it goes in defense. So I was like, I'm pretty sure that's one that puts me in defense position. Alright, so 4 back row. I keep forgetting to hold down my B button. Oh, another flare scarab. Hells yes. Alright, we'll put that down because why not? So 2500 attack. Let's smash him. Right, flame scarab, do your thing. Okay, what does that do? You must have many... Okay. 4... Okay, only 3, sorry. During either player's turn when a spell or trap card is activated, you can send one crystal beast monster you control to the graveyard and then get the activation if you do destroy it. Once per turn, including the opponents, you can halve the battle damage taken. Okay, that's probably what he used. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Alright. So because he's got like 3 in back row, he can halve the amount of damage dealt to him. Alright, cool. So they're done. 2 flame scarabs though. Now, I just needed to like not summon anything, Jesse. Nope, of course he does. That's fine, I'll just bust through that as well. This is Dolphin. Elemental Hero Aquaneos. Not Aqua, yeah, that's a fusion. Whatchamacallit, I forgot what it's called. I'm gonna summon out nope. Thinking too far ahead again. Let's activate you. I wonder if there's a, no, that'd be Elemental Hero. I doubt he's carrying too many Elemental Heroes besides Elemental Hero Neos at this point. If this card battles opponent's monsters, you can drain both. Yep, that's what I want. So go battle phase, hold down B for the life of me. B! Oh, spit! I was meant to say yes! I destroyed it anyways. Whoops, I was meant to say yes, I didn't. I was just like, so many prompts, I got muddled up and was like, oh, this is just another prompt to try and get me to do something. Nope, it was actually Neospatian Grand Mole's effect trying to activate. Oh, that was partially stupid, but it worked out well in the end. Just luckily. Right, from here, another defense monster. Alright, I'll actually activate Grand Mole's effect, and that will give me game, because he's probably just gonna half the damage anyways. So I can't add it to my actual field. That's annoying. Go for that. No. No. That's the one. Now go for the attack. He'll halve it down with the effect of his field spell. And then go for the last attack, which he can't because it's a once per turn, I think. And then that's the win. Cools! Nice duel! I could have beaten you if I had Rainbow Dragon in my deck. No, you couldn't have. What do you mean, bro? According to legend, the soul of the Rainbow Dragon lives inside an ancient stone tablet, but no one knows where to find it. But when it's found, according to Pegasus, it's going to be made into a Duel Monsters card. Excellent. A fitting start for the new semester. Your first lesson is complete. As I explained to you before, I fancy myself a man of action. You learn by practicing, so I'll be organising mandatory duels every day and I suggest you comply. Yeah, there's only one slight problem with this. They didn't explain why they were dueling, so here's the context. Before they started dueling, Viper's like, hey, you need to wear these bands. They're like jewel bands or something, and they measure your jewel spirit or something like that. So he gets Jaden and Jesse to duel, and what happens is after the duel, depending on like how hard the duelist dueled, it would sap them of their dual energy, or just energy in general if you want to be real specific and don't understand Yu-Gi-Oh logic. So after the two of them dueled, the dual bands activated and sapped them of all their energy. So afterwards, Jesse's like, oh, why am I feeling so weak? And Jaden's like, oh, what's going on? I feel so sleepy. And I think Jaden passes out or something like that, or falls asleep. And then after he's fine, and then just starts numbing down his usual amount of food that he eats. Because from now on, I'll be monitoring your every move. You're my pupils now, and to succeed, you must duel. Mwahaha. Aw, man, something's not right about this. Yeah, something's not right about the context given in this storyline at the moment. What gave that away? The maniacal laugh? Or the maniacal laugh? Yeah, thanks game for not explaining the context as to why everyone had to duel every day. So we got a lot of Crystal Beasts there. We got signature card being Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. Then we got Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth and Ruby Carbuncle as well. Alright, so let's do the reverse duel. I know I'm gonna suck at this, because it's just a different way of using monsters, sending them to like the trap zone and all that, and considering too that their main card is not in this deck, so that's gonna make things a lot more harder. I'm still paranoid something's not recording. I've been recording now for like a week and I'm still slightly paranoid that something hasn't been turned on after that one instance where that happened. Alright, terraforming to bring Neospace into the field zone. Let's face it, terraforming at this point may as well be grab a field spell from your deck and just place it straight in the field zone area. And that's what happens most times. Also, it's quite lucky to get Air Hummingbird turn 1. So, if you control 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your spell or trap zone, your opponent chooses 1 Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap zone. You send it to the graveyard, and if you do, draw 2 cards. As an attack, you can select 1 Ancient City Rainbow Ruins from your deck and activate it if your opponent had an active. Send that one down, and then we'll play Emerald Tortoise down. Just some great defense there. Then I've got to remember all the individual effects of each of the Crystal Beasts themselves. So he'll tribute this to go into Grand. Oh, that's annoying. Because now I can just return Emerald Tortoise straight back to my hand. And then Air Hummingbird will just go straight in for a direct attack. Though I will activate this at the same time. Right, put that on the field. Right, so that effect activates. Emerald Tortoise goes back to my hand. He didn't go for the attack. Interesting. I've got no Crystal Beast, so none of my effects on, like, the Amber Ruins would have actually activated. Sapphire Pegasus allows me to... You can place 1 Crystal Beast monster from your hand. If this face-up card is destroyed in a monster zone, you can place its face... oh yeah. The normal shenanigans for Crystal Beast, of course. Activate the effect. Yes. And then I'll put... Normally you put Ruby Carbuncle, I think, into there. When this card special summon, you can special summon as many Crystal Beasts as possible from your spell or trap zone. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't have Ruby Carbuncle in my hand, so it didn't really matter. Plus, I would have had to find a way to special summon it. Right, get rid of that. If this card attacks, it gains 400 attack. Another terraforming. Well, okay, that's about the only time terraforming doesn't have the extra effect of placing it in your field zone, I guess. Another Grand Mold, sending it back to my hand once again. That's kind of annoying, because we're not getting anywhere. Though he does have an empty field now. Well, we'll do that, because Amber Tiger only works on monsters, I do believe. Oh, I was meant to go, yes, you dum-dum. You dum-dum. Let's go straight for the direct attack. Alright, end phase. We all know he's going to summon Grand Mole again. Well, most likely summon Grand Mole, send back my Pegasus back to the hand again. I had like the perfect opportunity to put another Crystal Beast in my field, spell and trap zone. I can't terminology today. It's not I can't speak English, it's I can't terminology today. I have so many cards in my hand now, it's not funny, so put that down. The problem is though, if he suns out Flare Scarab, I'm in trouble. And then I'll put... Who would be good to put in the back row? Might put Cobalt Eagle there. It's annoying that I can't. I just gotta be really careful because I know Flare Scarab really counters this deck hard. So I just gotta be very careful what I do. I mean, I'd like to take Jaden out quickie, but unfortunately, that's not happening because the Grand Mole counters me. Though it doesn't... I can't use one hand at the moment. Doesn't help either that it keeps taking my cursor away. I was trying to read the effect. Oh, God. Okay, activate that. I have 2, so I can halve the effect. Right, put that into my spell and trap zone. Once per turn during your main phase, you can draw 1 card. Once per turn during your main phase, you can target 1 crystal beast and special summon that target. Okay, Crystal Beacon. Special summon Crystal Beast monster from your deck. You must have 2 or more Crystal Beasts. Okay, what could I special summon from the deck? That gives me 2,000. I need a way of like... Right, so if I activate this, rare value, 21. I need another way. Oh, here we go. And go rare value again. He gets rid of that. 1,700. And then I can go... Then I activate you. Don't activate your effect. And then go battle phase. Go straight into Flare Scarab, get rid of that. And then go main phase 2. I don't want to draw. Okay, put that down. Alright, I think we're good now. I do have to discard, that's annoying. I can make that the target instead. I might get rid of that. So I do have Monster Reincarnation on the field, because then I can bring it back to my hand. We're gonna do this shenanigans again. Although, special summon Crystal Beasts. You must have 2 Crystal Beasts. Yep, now I can do that. Because now I go activate this. And activate the effect of Crystal Beast Pegasus. And then I send... Oh, I straight past it. Ruby Carbuncle. Special summon 1... Oh, I should have done Ruby Carbuncle. Should have summoned someone else there. Never mind. Oh wait, that. And then special summon out... Yeah, I just realised the mistake I just made there, but that's alright. I'll work around another other way. At the moment, it's just trying to do life point damage. Then special summon that. I can't do anything else at this point. Right, go straight for the direct attack. 1,600, then 1,800. So I've got to try and swarm the field, and then for that I need to special summon Ruby Carbuncle. Got to discard again. Now this time though, he can only return 1 monster back to my hand with Grand Mole. Yeah, he's going to do this strategy again. God, this is actually getting annoying. Though he's purposely setting me up at the moment. I swear that's what he's doing. Because like every time I summon out Pegasus, he's almost... Oh, thank you. I was like, he's almost giving me an opportunity here, like, to set this up. So summon this, and then if I put... Who would be the best to put down? Probably an Amber Mammoth. And that way I can put it from my hand. And then if I do Crystal Beacon... what do you want me to activate? Oh, what if I got 3? No, that's that. I hate that. No, select the card and then special summon Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. And then activate the effect of Ruby Carbuncle. Summon that in attack position. And then this as well. Neat. Now I've got a full field, and that should be game unless he's got something to just negate my attack or just stop me in my tracks. But it looks like he doesn't. Cool, so I managed to finally pull it off, and I realised midpoint and after I had the opportunity to do it. So we get there eventually in the end. Neat. And we even got past Flame Scarab. That was like the main thing I was worried about, was the Flame Scarab. Cool. Alright, so... Oh wow, we're actually doing pretty well for time. So hanging with Axel is next. Later on, Professor Viper called another school assembly in order to introduce his new invention. Feast your eyes on my newest invention, the Bioband. I swear this came out in the very first Duel. Starting now, you're all required to wear one. Over the next few weeks, you'll take part in a series of survival duels. You will all begin with the same ranking regardless of your dorm colour or grade level. These devices systematically gather and transmit data from your dueling ability to a central computer. You mean... No, I'm not going to say that because it's spoilers. Which then measures your energy, evaluates your decisions, and gauges overall fighting spirit. Once the evaluation is complete, each of you will be given a score, and failure will not be tolerated. They say you're best of the best. They call you people the elite. Now prove it. Meanwhile, Axel Brodie captured Cyrus and used him to draw Jaden into a survival duel. At this point, you may as well use a trail of breadcrumbs to get Cyrus to do what you want, because he gets captured like a damsel in distress most episodes, so it's not really that hard to do and not much of an achievement, if I say so myself. Help me! I have a fear of dangling over deadly cliffs. I don't know why that one line always did make me laugh, because like doesn't really matter who you are. If you're dangling over a cliff that just has like this big drop into the ocean, or just, you know, just a drop in general, anyone would have a fear of that. Let him go, Axel. I don't think so. Well, not yet anyway. Your friend here just saved me a world of trouble. Instead of hunting you down, I just sat back and let you come to me. So that's what this is all about. Give him a break. I'm always up for a duel. If you wanted to throw down, all you'd do was ask. Maybe, but I couldn't take that chance. Besides, hoggeting your friend over a cliff was way more fun. Take him down. Relax, he'll come down sooner or later, because if you win, I'll release him. If you lose, he takes the fall. There was also a time limit too, because like, the thing that Axel had Cyrus hanging up by, it was like cutting through the rope, and if the duel went for too long, the rope would just cut like straight through and Cyrus would have fallen anyways. And there's a whole bunch of shenanigans that happened during this duel that, you know, kind of negate that whole point of the agreement too. Also, Axel's got a really interesting backstory in the way that he develops throughout the anime in mostly Season 4. Season 3 is kind of interesting, though he's all character development, but Season 4 is the most interesting when it comes to Axel. Actually, I'm going to say this Season 4 is the most interesting just in general for character development. If you want, like, to study character development, watch Season 4. The way that they handle character developing and the way that they focus in on characters' weaknesses and strengths, it's just bloody brilliant, and it's one of the main reasons why I love rewatching Season 4 so much. Especially on Chaz's side, he's got the very best. There's only one person that's going down, and that's you. So as I say, get your game on. Alright. So Axel has a really interesting deck in the anime. I'm kind of hoping it exists in the real game too, and if it does, I want to use it. Alright, I'm going second. The only thing I remember is it's using fire monsters, and there's a bit of like a loop that this particular archetype... Oh, finally we're back to elemental heroes. And I have a fusion monster straight off the bat. Volcanic Slicer. Alright, so 500 life point burn damage straight off the bat. So let's hope I don't get burnt in this battle. Although I do feel like turning up the heat a little bit of my own and using polymerization. And going straight for elemental hero flame wingman. I got burnt so hard in that first turn I couldn't even say flame properly. Alright, neat. Got one of the best cards out in first turn. Alright, so with that, I can still do my normal summon. And we'll go with Elemental Hero Wild Heart, so any trap cards are not going to activate. Though it doesn't matter because I'm going to have to do this first off. Right, so 300 life point damage plus the additional 1800 on top of it, and go straight for the direct attack, 1500 right off the bat. Yay, we almost dealt half life point damage, turn 2, nice. Well, my very first turn. Alright, let's see how Axel responds to this. I would imagine just another monster in defense position, or he's going to do burn damage, one of the two. I don't think we're going to get to see that much of Axel's deck now that I think about it. This was quite a strong opening hand. I mean, the fact I got like my best card straight off the bat. And I should have actually gone Flame Wingman and then dealt... Ow! Okay, that hurt. That hurt, thank you very much. That was a big burn. Gonna need some ice to heal... not ice, don't never put ice on a burn. Some honey actually be very good. Honey's really good actually if you do get burnt. Honey and some cold water. Oh, Oversoul. It's a shame it's not in my graveyard. Regardless, I think that's game, because I'm going to go now for Wild Heart. And straight for Flame Wingman, and that shoot for the game. Well, that was garbage. I didn't get to see his deck. After the duel ended, both Jaden and Axel's bio bands activated and began to glow with an eerie yellow light. Both of them lost consciousness and collapsed. Let's just brush over the fact that halfway through that duel, Axel was so focused on Jaden that he didn't even see, what's his face? Oh my god, I forgot his name. The Dino Boy come up behind and, like, rescue Cyrus. Like, he completely jammed up the device holding Cyrus up, lifted him up so he wasn't going to fall halfway through the duel. Primal Instinct, hanging with Axel. We got Axel Brodie avatar. Got his deck recipe and his challenge deck as well. Blaze Accelerator, that's his signature card, and I wish we got to see that. Volcanic Doomfire, I think that's one of the better cards. Still, I wish we got to see like his actual deck in motion, and let's hope this time around I get to actually show it off, because this, as I said, this deck's actually really interesting. It's a pure burn deck. So I just gotta hope Jaden doesn't sell it the way that I did. God, I'm thirsty today. Alright, we've got Raigeki, Break. Discard one card, attack one card, field, destroy it. Widespread Ruin, is that the one where I need... That's handy, Widespread Ruin. Though, I was gonna say, I kinda would have preferred a better hand. When your opponent declares an attack, you can negate by removing from play one Pyro monster. Well, I don't have that at the moment. Oh, yes. Alright. Oh, I have a Blaze Accelerator in my hand, you dum-dum. Oh, wait. I can have two, can't I? Oh, I can have tries. No, that's good. It worked out well, because my granny eyes failed to see I had Blaze Accelerator already in my hand. Then I can upgrade it to Tri-Blaze Accelerator, so remove that. Activate bonus setting one face up, Blaze Accelerator. You can send one Pyro type monster from your hand to the graveyard, destroy one monster your opponent controls, inflict 500 damage. Not yet. And put that down. Discard one card, target one card on the field, destroy it. Probably not yet, unless that's got some type of... By sending... Oh! I could have actually summoned that. If only I read that first. It's alright. Oh, good. That's good card to get rid of. Right, end phase. Next turn, I will get, summon that. I'll go send it to the graveyard. Fake hero. Ow. Bollocks. I should have put Firewall down. Wait, what? Oh, I was gonna say, far out. Oh wait, I've got Widespread Ruin down. Wait, he's gonna tribute Neos to summon Neos? I'm mind blown. He just tributed a Neos for a Neos. That's some 3000 IQ play right there. Seriously, that's some high IQ play there. Like, let's just tribute your Neos to summon a Neos. I'm not gonna get over that. Alright, Volcanic Doomfire. And then... Oh, if this card is sent to the graveyard and fixed... So, I could have done... Okay, so I'll put down Raigeki Break, and then I can just discard that and do some life point damage. Neat. Alright, go straight for that. And there's nothing to stop these attacks, so... does this do any extra effects? When this card destroys a monster and sends it to the grave destroyed, all monsters draw... Oh wow, that's a lot. That's a big burn. Destroy all monsters if this monster destroys an opponent's monster. No, because I know what that's gonna ask me, and no, I'm not gonna do that. Does it have to be like a face-up card? Destroy one card. No, it doesn't say it have to be face-up, so if I say yes, it better not say destroy one of my own monsters because of that. Discard that, and get rid of that. Boom. And then 500 life point damage as well, because I sent Scatter Shot to the graveyard. Now it's my turn. Your opponent draws one card, selects one fire type monster and remove it from play, inflict damage to opponent equal to half the attack of a removed monster. If you activate this card, you cannot declare... Oh, bollocks. No! I want to actually attack, because I was like, oh, I can do some shenanigans here. No, I just want to attack with Doomfire and win. Because I was like, I definitely know I've won this one, but it's like, oh, okay, I can't attack, never mind. So we got Elemental Hero Wild Wingman. That sounds cool. I didn't get a lot of duel points for that, though. Oh well, still doing really well. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Season 3 is actually quite long. I was like, because I'm going to do a bulk recording today, just kind of hoping to finish off GX, and then that gives me like a couple of weeks break from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm going to have to do a ton of DP grinding after this. Alright, well we'll do this one. Jim Cook versus... Dano Boy, because I can't think of his English at the moment. Jaden eventually woke up, a bit groggy. Jim Cook came to him concerned that the detected electromagnetic waves, big words, that seem to affect certain people's behaviour. When they went to investigate, Hassleberry's surprise attacked Jim Cook. Clearly affected by the electromagnetic waves, even Jim's Cook pet crocodile, or Shirley, Karen was the Japanese one, was acting strangely. Shirley, I was going to say, I nearly said Sheila there too, which is the Aussie slang for female. Something in the air has triggered my crocodile Shirley's primal instincts. Normally there's a balance between positive and negative energy, but that's not the case here. Maybe that's why I passed out earlier. How are we supposed to get things balanced again? We start by finding the source of the problem. Gah! Attack Croc Man! Easy boy. What was all that about? I understand the croc, but why are you going nuts? It's because Hassleberry's part animal. No, he's not part animal, he's part dino! It's a straight up quote from the anime. It's because Hassleberry's part dino. That is the exact quote that Cyrus says, and the game still screwed it up. You're right. He got into an accident during an archaeological dig, and they had to use a dinosaur bone to fix his leg. So that means he has dino DNA in his blood. Part dinosaur, eh? I have to admit, that's a new one, but it sounds fun. So if it's a fight you want, then you can count me in, mate. Grrr. Must duel. Don't go throwing a wobbly. I'm just looking for a friendly game. I laughed there because that's an actual Australian term. Don't go throwing a wobbly. Don't go throwing a wobbly is basically saying don't throw a tantrum, or yeah, just don't get cranky. Oh god. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Having Jim Crocodile say a whole bunch of Australian slang or Australian orientated phrases, and then me having to explain what it actually means. Some of them do make sense, but I'll just give the exact terms. We have some really weird terminology for Aussie phrases and all that. Obviously one being don't flow wobbly. We say things like Arvo instead of afternoon. We say Macca's instead of McDonald's. If there's any interesting ones that pop up, I'll see if I know the exact definitions to them. So this is the first time we're seeing Tyranno, Hassleberry, Duel, and I'm gonna make a bet here. This is the last time we're seeing him Duel, which is really unfortunate. I'd like his deck in the anime, and I don't get to see more of it. Alright, so Jim does run a dinosaur deck himself. It's a little bit more advanced than what Hassleberry's is, which means it's going to go right over my head. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributes. Oh, does that mean I get 2100 attack as well? Once per turn, if a monster you control will be destroyed by battle, you can send one rock-type monster from your deck to the graveyard instead. There has to be a reason for that. This card cannot be normal summon. Set this card by moving player from a rock-type monster in your graveyard. Yeah, okay, I understand. Alright, put that down. I understand what this deck wants me to do now. If you control, you can special summon this card by removing from play 2 rock-type monsters in your graveyard. Yep, I understand what this deck wants me to do now. Cool. Alright, this seems pretty straightforward on what I have to do. Alright, go special summon. And not special summon. Wow. You're a bit behind there, brain. This card is, by card effect to set the... Alright, we'll get rid of that. Alright, end phase. Alright, so basically what this deck wants me to do is send a whole bunch of monsters to the graveyard, then remove from play to do other shenanigans with it. So that's straightforward for even my simple brain to understand. I mean, heck, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, you may as well say I've got a dinosaur-sized brain. I mean, heck, some of the plays I've seen AI do. And then that has an extra effect where it destroys my... Nope, returns it to the hand. That's fine, because I can easily just special summon it again. If a monster you control will be destroyed by battle, which it wasn't, that was unfortunate. Alright, so normal summon this again without tribute. Alright, battle phase. Go straight for that. Alright, and that's also a nice roll to my life points too, because 2100 beat stick is, you know, that's a relatively decent beat stick. Especially the fact that I can summon it without tribute. Here we go again though. Alright, so life point damage to him. Mine goes back to my hand. I just realized I got 2 of them in my hand as well. Another 1400 to my life points. Although, I would appreciate it if you stop sending my cards back to my hand. Add 1 polymerization, which I shall do. Alright, what can I do with polymerization? I actually haven't looked at the extra deck. Oh, big piece, golem, medium piece. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can turn it... Ooh! So I could use that, because I've got them. So polymerization, boom, and then all of these get special summoned at the end of the turn too, because I'm going to attack. And plus I also keep my monster on the field too, because I didn't actually select the one that was on the field, I selected from my hand. Good job me for once. I actually wasn't even paying attention, because I actually don't care what goes. Alright, boom. And then 2600 direct attack. Neat, and then all of those fusion materials. Yep. And we'll put that one into attack. And then put that into attack. So now I've got 3 monsters on the field. What? When this card's... If you control a big... You can special summon 1 spell piece on for the deck. That monster's effect is negated while face up on the field. Yeah. Yeah, why not? You have 1,000... yeah. Cool. That's got, like, nice swarming abilities. 4, 5... Okay. Yeah? didn't think I was gonna say the effect's negated. I was like, hold on, isn't it supposed to be negated? It's like, otherwise that's one big loop you could do. That'd be quite strong. Ah, rats, I thought he was going to attack me. I was like, oh. Is even a giant soldier of stone? Huh. Okay, we'll just end this. We're basically finished here. Boom. Go straight for the direct attack. And finish it off with medium piece golem. That was actually an interesting deck. I want to use more of that. I'm all tuck it out. Basically, I'm tired is translation. That's weird. Something sucked the life out of me. I think I know what. It's this bio band. I could swear when the duel ended, they activated and somehow left us feeling stuffed. Stuffed isn't like tired. I don't know about you, mate, but I'm gonna have me a snoozer. Translation, I don't know about you, friend, but I'm gonna have me a nap. Alright, over and out, boys. These students give it all they got, and I'm happy to take it all away. I want more of... Give me more of Jim Cook. Jim Cook is best character. I just got 2 big evolution pills. I got 3 evolution pills. Are you serious? Probably because I got all the dinosaur cards from what's-his-face. Forgot his name. I don't care at this point. I already got all the dinosaur cards. From Smart Boy, from Genius Boys. I'm having major brain farts today. I seriously thought the melatonin was supposed to fix this. It's alright. I haven't played for quite a while, so that could be why as well. From Bastion. There we go. That my brain finally ticked on. It's like, oh, Spoot. Okay, no, hold on, boys. Kick it into overdrive. She's trying to think. There, that's the name you're looking for. That's what it felt like. It's like turn on an old car. It's like, ah, there we go. Ultimate Tyranno. This card can attack all monsters. I need 2. During your end phase, if you control, I don't. That's annoying. Just a big 1900 beat stick. The original attack with this card is number of banished. Okay, that could be handy if I can banish cards. You contribute this, cannot be special summon from the deck. You contribute summon this card face up by attributing once per turn. Ooh, I was gonna say, that's got a lot of defense. Well, I guess my only option. Tribute 1 dinosaur. While this card is face up on the field, you can almost summon or without tributing. So if I was to play that. So after this card's activation remains in the field, but destroy it during your opponent's 3rd end phase, tribute 1 dinosaur monster to activate this card. While this card is face up on the field, you can normal summon level 5 or higher dinosaur monsters without tributing. It's on like the 3rd activation. Oh, for peak's sakes. So I can do it. I've got a tribute though. I think I'll go do it next turn. Like before I actually summon. Because I can't obviously like summon a monster after I've already normal summoned, so... Hopefully this sticks around. Polymerization straight off the bat. Probably going to go for the big... Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, that's a fusion substitute, isn't it? Multiple piece golem. Yikes. I was kind of hoping that didn't happen. Yeah, I need... Yeah, damn. That was unfortunate. Alright, so that's gonna go bye-bye because it attacked, but then he gets to summon... Okay, he didn't have to. I think that was optional, but still. Oh, I'm in trouble. Right, well I'll summon that, but I'm pretty sure if I activate this, then that's not gonna be able to summon that out. I mean, I can try it, because I've definitely know I've lost this duel. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought how it's worked. Alright, I'm gonna surrender and just retry. That was definitely a lost duel. Alright, let's try that again. That was a very unlucky opening start there. Alright, Jim's going to go first again. Alright, I'm going second, which is fine. Didn't exactly get the opening that I particularly wanted. Okay, this is a better hand. Much better hand. Because I can also get rid of cards too. So Fusion Sage, Polymerization. Oh, okay, that's a bad opening. Small piece Golem, that allows him... No, he can't because the other card's not in effect. I got 3 Sabersaws. Nice. Alright, let's summon that. And then that way I need it to stick around for another turn, and then I can... Oh, I may not be able... Might not have to. See how we go. I need to figure out how I can banish cards in this deck. Yikes. Alright, that goes bye-bye. Alright. Black, Ultimate Tyranno. Well, I can go Hyper Hammerhead now. Go Battle Phase. Put that back into his hand. That's the best I could do for now, I guess, is just to send it back to his hand. Alright, so he fell for it. At least he summoned out something weaker, but he can easily just go for it again next turn and destroy whatever I bring out. Tail Swipe. Target 1 level 5 or higher dinosaur. Oh, damn it. I don't exactly control one of them. Alright, I know that's just going to come straight up, back out in the field is Medium Piece. And I didn't have to destroy this per se, I don't think. Because if I didn't destroy that, then he couldn't summon out Medium Piece. Oh, sorry, Big Piece. Oh. Oh! Gigastone Omega. So if I didn't destroy Giant Soldier of Stone, that actually would have been more beneficial to me, because then you wouldn't have had the extra cards to summon that out. And that can only be... okay. Oh, but I have to destroy... oh. If the opponent's mana is not destroyed... oh! Although, the only way to summon this out is if he's got no cards. So ram into him, and then send back to the hand. So I just gotta hope he's got no other cards to play and it's just this that I can have on the field. Probably not going to be the case. Fossil Tusker. Damn it. I just can't seem to leave a card on the field at this point. Although, that should... Okay, I can easily get past now with Sabersaw. Soul Release. Ooh! Okay. 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 I wish that came out earlier. Target 5 monsters and banish them. And what is this one? The original attack of this card is the number of your banished dinosaur monsters times 100. Yeah, that works. Okay, send all 5 of them. Sorry, 4 of them. That gives me 4,000. And then summon this. Now, when this card is destroyed by an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict 400 life point damage. Right, get rid of that for 3,000. Kills! Alright! If that's the only way to banish cards in this deck, then god diggity damn it! Alright, he summoned that out. Going for that. Wait, what? Oh no! What happened? I had my attack. Well, that was unfortunate. I had a chance, and he just ripped it out of my claws. Alright, I'm gonna have one more go. That was unfortunate. By the time I had like a decent card to counter most of his cards, he then brings that out. So yeah, all of Jim's deck revolves around the graveyard. And me, I've got to try and keep monsters on the field. Oh, finally I have like a decent hand-ish. Oh great, Catapult Zone straight off the bat. That's bad. Alright, this is Earth. Negate the effect of a monster. Effect monster that this card is destroyed by battle. This card is sent. If this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, special summon a level 4 or lower dinosaur type monster from your deck. So I can then use that. It's destroyed. No, I don't think Tribute counts as destroyed. There's like another card I can use instead for that. I kind of wish it was a fire, but it's not. Alright, I'll go Sabersaw then. Battle phase. Oh, okay, he kept it on the field but sent something else to the graveyard. Alright, that's kind of handy, in a way, because he still can't summon up Big Piece, his Big Piece Golem. He can tribute it though for Big Piece, that's another way of bringing it on the field, I guess. So in the end, it still managed to bring out that annoying thing anyways. Now that's still Earth, isn't it? I did get Soul Release, but it's way too early to activate it. Alright, I might just put that into set. Right, end phase. Does this activate for 3 turns? Yeah, it does. It activates for 3 turns. I need some way though of like be able to get that many cards onto the field. And at the moment, there's no big monsters I contribute for. Alright, this is bad again. I'm going to go down next turn, I reckon. I think that's game. I generally think that's game, because I'm going to have to take 3,000. I mean, I could try it. So if I summon this, and then activate this, it doesn't destroy it as per se, it just says tribute. Yeah, it doesn't count as I thought, but that's fine. If this works, I should be able to... I just need to survive, that's the thing. I don't think I'm surviving. I was kind of hoping it's something else, something a little bit weaker than... Yeah, I'm definitely not surviving. I don't think either way I was going to survive this turn, either if I did summon on something or not. Alright, I'm going to use my own user deck at this point. Alright, I don't think I've got the luck to actually do that one. Alright, user. Let's go. What haven't I used for quite a while? So I think I'm getting so many decks now. We'll use Blue Eyes. I haven't used Blue Eyes for a little bit. I gotta come back sometime, try Tyranno's deck and see if I can figure out or actually get a win off this, because I do like using the dinosaur decks. So it's nice to see in the current meta that dinosaur decks do have a bit of use. Just a shame I can't get to pull off at the moment. Alright, right, when this card is not... Alright, so send that. And then activate that effect. Then send that to the graveyard. And then I can go Blue Eyes. Right, that's one Blue Eyes. And with that, end phase. And then activate the White Stone of Ancients. Another Blue Eyes on the field, so 2 Blue Eyes on turn 1. If Jim can swarm, so can I. I swarm in different ways though. Alright, so he's going to retaliate with a defense monster. And 1 back row. 2 back row. Alright, cools. Right. It's a shame I don't have... I could send alternative eyes to the grave, or I can just go straight to battle phase and see what he's got. Right, small piece golem, goodbye, and no traps. So straight for the direct attack. End phase off that one. Alright, let's see what the retaliation to this is. I actually don't think there is a retaliation, unless he's got something like Dark Hole or something. Call the Haunted. This is where alternative eyes actually would be handy to have on the field. Right, 3 back row. Now the question is, what have I got in retaliation to that? When this card is supposed to, you target one, add it to your hand. Activate that, yes. And grab... I'll just add that back to my hand. And... you want me to summon out... Okay, yeah, I can do that. I'll go Zurai's Silver Dragon. Put you in defense position. Alright, that gives protection. You know what? I'm just going to activate Trade In. Trade in my Ritual Monster. Then go Pot of Greed. Yes! I was hoping that would happen. Right, summon out Alternative Eyes. And before I go any further, activate that. Right, now let's go battle phase, and I'll fix that up next turn. Boom. Ah, bollocks. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh, when this card destroys an opponent monster by battle and sends it to the crew grave. I read it the wrong way around. Yeah, my brain's not fully working today. Although, that should be game, because now Azurai's... Oh no, maybe I'm thinking the wrong deck. Oh no, now I am right. I was like, I've used this deck enough times, brain. How could you get that wrong? Of course, I know I'm right. As I said, at the moment, I'm not having one of those days. It's just like... my brain just isn't working. Please return in like an hour or so and it should be working. Discard 1 card after 2 dragon monsters. We'll just go that. Are you serious? Are you serious? No, the card effect didn't read, play this card, send 1 card to the hand from the graveyard and then get a system crash. No, that's not what the card effect read. I swear if it said that, I wouldn't have played it, for Pete's sakes. Right, I'll be back after I reboot the game and get it back into the duel. How long has this game been out now? It still hasn't had a fix to this. Konami, can we please fix the crashes that this game has? I had a day where this happened twice in the span of 30 minutes. It's irritating in a way, actually. Anyway, so I said I'll be back. Right, I'm back again. Let's hope we can do this duel without another crash. Oh wait, I won't use a deck. Oh no, I went user deck instead of going custom deck. Oh, that was a stupid thing to do. Right, we're using user deck again. I was like rushing back into it and then completely forgot I was meant to be using my custom deck and just went and selected the user deck again. Oh well, I'll see how I go with another go at the user deck, but I don't think it's going to make any much difference. I think I'm going to get slaughtered regardless. But I did get Gillasaur this time. Okay, so... if this card attacks... okay, that does piercing damage. Activate this effect, you can special summon one monster from... your opponent can special summon... oh, okay. I mean, I could activate that because I got nothing in their graveyard. Right, so activate that. And then summon Hyper Hammerhead. That gives me 2 monsters. Alright, I'm gonna go Hyper Hammerhead into that. Cool, and because it's defense position, it went back to the hand. Yay! That actually worked for once. Woohoo! Alright, I might be able to get a decent monster onto the field next turn. I mean, heck, going for Triceratops might be handy. I'll accept when that comes out. I'm gonna get an extra 500 life point damage too. That's right, I still retain a monster on the field. If that dinosaur type monster, choose up to 2 monsters. Right, Jurassic Land. Oh, dinosaur. Oh, that powers him up too. Alright, let's go. Alright, send that to the graveyard. Alright, I'm gonna read this properly. Target 1 level 5 or higher dinosaur type monster you control. If that dinosaur type monster is still face up on the field, choose up to 2 monsters your opponent controls that have a lower level than it or are face down and return them to the hand. I might be able to do that on like his, all his golem pieces. Alright, sent that to the graveyard. Right, end phase. So this time I should be able to go through and just remove some of his cards. Oh no, MST's going! Oh, sorry, no, MST's going, yeah, MST's going to pop my card. Ah, that's annoying. So I can go for piercing damage on that. Fossil Dig. Add 1 level 6 or lower dinosaur monster from your deck to your hand. Yeah, I'll do that. So I've got no monsters in my hand at the moment. What would be a decent card to add? Sabersaur would be a good card to add. 1900 attack. Right, we'll put that on the field. And then activate Tail Swipe. And then add that. Then return them to the hand. Then go battle phase. Direct attack. Oh, Call of the Haunted. Oh, for pete's sakes! No! Damn it! Main phase. Ah, is that once per turn? No. Ah, that's annoying. Oh man, that was like a really good counter. Damn it. Yikes. Oh, okay, it went back. Okay, that's not too bad. I was like, damn it, if that's 6 on the field, then I'm in trouble. Okay, that's not too bad. Must have, I panicked so much I actually didn't even read the effect of that card. Okay, I'm gonna go for Fossil Dig. And then I'm gonna go for another Sabersaur. Alright, go for that. The reason why I didn't go for the Brachion summoning, because these are better off just going straight for attacks, because at the moment, oh good, that's a defense. I still get to do 2400, but he does send another card there, and I can go straight for that, destroy that. Okay, now I'm lucky I did summon another monster, because I get 1900 out of that. Cools! Although you can probably summon out something onto the field, then I've got to worry about that. I do have another tail swipe, but if that goes rep, then tail swipe's not going to work. Okay, that's not too bad. That only cost me a saber saw. That's actually game. Holy moly! You mean I actually won with the story deck? Well, how about that? That crash actually made it, so I won the duel instead. Damn it! Not quite. Not much I can really do here. I can use tail swipe though next turn, because he'll probably summon something out. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's really bad. I spoke way too soon. I just lost my... Oh no, I still technically can win. I definitely can win. Because now I can summon out this. That gets tributed. Then that gets sent on the field. Then go tail swipe. Activate on that. Then send that back to the hand. And then send that back to the extra deck. And this effect is... once per turn... Alright, so I can go battle phase. And I win! Woo! I was actually going to use the catapult thing. I actually won with the story deck. Wow, I was looking like I wasn't going to win with that, but in the end we did. Damn, nice. That crash completely changed all the RNG. That's what happened. That's why it crashed. Unbelievable. Alright, so I opened up Chaz's last time. So again, with the usual, I go to 300 individual cards and I open these up in my own time. But since I'm bulk recording, that may not be the case. It'll just depend on like where I get up to and how I'm going throughout the day. Though I'm not really too sure how much I'm going to be bulk recording. I was like, may as well bulk record, and that way I get a bit of extra time away from this series. Because the extra time away is actually quite nice. And during that time too, it also gives me a lot more time to grind. I got Yatagarasu. Nice, that's a decent card. I need to dig up the old deck recipes for that deck. The old dad deck and the old Yatagarasu deck. Armed Dragon level 10. So we'll try and get to at least 200 individual cards seen in this episode. Oh god, Clear Vice Dragon. Oh, the clear cards. Sousa Soldier. DDR. I also noticed too, there's a couple of cards I need for a couple of upcoming decks that need to be from 5Ds. That was like the other reason why I kind of wanted to start bulk recording ahead a little bit. Darkness Neosphere. Just looking through, see if there's like any interesting cards that I might need at this point. I know Jesse had a couple of cards I needed. Level up. Although I was actually going to have a look after I did Chaz's booster packs. I was going to start looking at to see if I could run a couple of like the Armed Dragon, I think it was. No, was it Armed Dragon? Yeah, Armed Dragon level thingamajiggies there. There's like also, okay, I don't remember that card in the anime, so that must not have been seen in the anime. Then there's like also Silent Swordsman, and there was also Silent Magician back in like Yugi's deck as well. That's an interesting card. Alright, we'll keep going a little bit more. I gotta try and make my deck duel points last. Oh, Yamata Dragon! I had a fake card of that. It was so fake that you could tell straight away it was fake. It had like these really weird foil effect on it. It was like a sparkly type of foil. Not like the, you know, legitimate foils, but literally the foil marks were literally looking like sparkles. That's how fake it was. It was quite hilarious. I can't remember who gave me the card. I think I may have got it through a trade, but being as young as I was at the time, I was still in primary school when I got that card, which is how very long ago that I was taking Yu-Gi-Oh seriously. I would have been about 9 or 10 when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh seriously. And then the next time I ever took Yu-Gi-Oh seriously would have been after I left high school, and then even then I was only around for like a couple of months, and then that was it. So yeah, that's my entire Yu-Gi-Oh career. It's very minimal, and like the major part of it don't take seriously because of how young I was. And that was at the very early days of Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh boy. DD Crow. Oh, a couple of DD. I need DD Lady, I think it was. That's one of the cards I needed for like a particular deck. Alright, 212. I already got 200. Okay, we'll take it to... Wow. Actually, this episode's gone a lot longer than I thought. Okay, we'll go to 220 and I'll just end it there. At least then that's like a decent amount of cards covered. Union Rider, Arcana Force. I do have to try an Arcana deck. A couple of people are explaining like the Arcana cards to me, and apparently I misunderstood one particular card, which why there was like a couple of coin flip errors. Well, what I thought was coin flip errors. So yeah, this is why lots and lots of text is bad for me. Being dyslexic and all, and a lot of times too, it just doesn't stick. So it's like, oh, that makes sense why I didn't understand what was going on. It was either that or I just read it wrong, so it made different sense in my head. What did I say I was going to? I can't recall now. Did I say 220? Because we're at 229. Oh, great. It's just one of those days. Maybe I shouldn't bulk record then if that's the case. 230. I think I said I was going to 250. That shouldn't be too hard. Prank Kids. They've got a link card as well. Curse Seal of Fibbin's Spell. 234. Okay, I'm going to go 240. Lightning Vortex. That's a card I need quite often. Blizzard Dragon. The move the turn count forward by 1, the turn in which this card is active continues as normal. Oh, that'll be for like the Destiny Hero deck. Especially with like the Clock Tower Prison card. Ultimate Insect, 240. Alright, that's where we're leaving it. Alright, we'll open up more of Chaz's booster pack in the next episode, and I was assume that'll be like the last time really I'd be opening up his booster packs unless we get really unlucky. So next episode, what are we doing? I'm actually kind of like now thinking I shouldn't do a bulk recording. Only because of like how off I am today. We got Adrian versus Chaz. Oh, then my favourite duel for season 3, Jaden versus Viper. And Jesse versus, oh that's a big jump, Zane. Alright, so that's a bit of an idea where we're up to. That's a humongous jump right there, Jesse to Zane. And yeah, I kind of think I know where we are. Oh, no, that's not the other duel I'm thinking of, it's the other duel. Okay, no, I know where we are in the next couple of duels. Alright, so that's what we're doing in the next episode or so. So until then, make sure to stay beautiful. And this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!